2, 3. Ugh. Diarrhea. And black flies are swarming. I finally saw some big game. I lied. What are you doing? Good morning, America. 8:40 on Sunday morning. Last night was a late night. We didn't get into camp till about 10:30 or so. The water source wasn't real easy to get to, so we were thirsty, we were tired, we were dirty, but it was finally got cooler. It got down into the, I'd say, lower 50s last night. Had a great night's sleep. We really lollygagged. The extra 5.5 miles we did yesterday means that we only have 6 miles to do today. The journey continues. Huh. I found your green jacket. Doesn't fit me. We came from way down there. We're going way up there. But when you get right here by this blaze on the side of the rock, turn around and look at where you came from. That, my friends, is Mansfield, and it's spectacular, and if you're standing here looking that way, you earned it. For those of you that have followed along at home, 1, 2, 3. Woo! 9:37, the day before Memorial Day 2016. What are you doing? I'd love to just stay here all day long and enjoy the black flies and the view, but I guess we got to get walking. And somewhere down here, we're going to take a turn and go north. And if I actually find the turn and take the north without walking further down the ski trail that I'm supposed to, it'll be the first time on the long trail. I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, yeah. Started up there, walked down here, found the turn in. So happy. This is the first time I have not screwed it up. Who's the smartest guy in the woods? Decision time, Recon. Do we walk a half a mile out of our way and then a half mile back? Or do we just keep walking another 1.5 miles to a shelter that's on the trail? He said, don't walk a half mile out of your way.
Yeah.
He said, keep walking. Didn't you hear him?
Sounds like a good idea. I'm okay with that.
Surefire way to speed things up. But I've been there and I can see it cower like nerves magician waiting in the wings of a bad play by the heroes of right. Nobody thinks or expects too much. Hollywood's calling for the movie rights, singing, hey baby, let's keep in touch. Hey baby, let's keep in touch. But I would know the types of ones.
Whiteface shelter. Shoes are off, socks are off, feet are up. Bug nets on, black flies are swarming. Today is the second worst black fly day I've ever had, and I've hiked a lot of Memorial weeks and weekends. They are ferocious. I've swallowed 647. I've had 3 fly into my nose, 2 in my eye. I've swatted 7 and gotten bitten by 652. I'll check back in with you later. "1:29 in the afternoon. The black flies are flying about. Whiteface shelter. Say goodbye." I didn't hear you. Say goodbye.
I wait for
All right, here we go. Now we're gonna walk. I'll show you where we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you one of the coolest things. Have you ever seen one of these before? A room with a view. Glorious, glorious, glorious. If you use the facilities at Whiteface Shelter, there's your view. Well, for lunch, I had hard salami, pepperoni on a sandwich roll or a sandwich thin with some mustard. It was very good. Corn chips and some cheese. Ever since the Smuggler's Notch picnic area, I've been struggling with a little bout of diarrhea, so having a hard time staying hydrated, so I just drank about 80 ounces of water here on my break. Feeling better. My stomach was off a little bit before I even started the trip. 3.5 or 3.6, 3.7, somewhere over 3, but less than 4 miles to go in the day. I didn't do a good job navigation. Old Recon came to the rescue. That's the trail we came from. There's the shelter. And this is the way we're going to the top of Whiteface. Half a mile and about 600 feet elevation gain. Let's go. About worn out. John might think it's a little bit low blood sugar. Probably not. Being helped by so hot and humid, and then a little bout of diarrhea. The old boy pushed it to get up here. Didn't give up. Had to shake it off a few times. Whew. All right, we got the view that way. Long Trail north that way. I think I'm gonna pass up my first view on this entire hike. Just not feeling it. Woo! I lied. The clouds are lowered into chin. I didn't lie because I wanted to lie because when I went about 12 steps further to check it out, I was like, oh, it's only 25 feet. Oh man. So yesterday at 3 in the afternoon, we were up on top of that, behind the clouds. And we've been down and up and over all this stuff. I'm gonna let John, little Recon, have his moment of glory. Let's see what kind of reaction he gives.
Oh wow.
Woo! Oh wow. Woo! Hold on.
Not the copy.
Hold on. Oh wow. Woo! John, we were 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We were on top of that thing over there, and you're gonna give me an oh wow, woo! I'm not gonna shut the camera off.
I don't have as much enthusiasm as you, I guess, Rob. You're.
You're gonna, cause I'm gonna run out of battery.
All right. You want a good one?
I want like, the most exciting you've ever been. Like,
I'll give a Ric Flair woo. Okay.
all right, yeah, Ric Flair.
Woo! Nature boy. Black flies are a little thick.
What's for dinner?
Black fly soup.
If I could have got the camera out a minute ago, it'd have been perfect. John just hawked up his left toenail. Ugh, I don't like mud. Bear Hollow Shelter. 411. I'm happy. But I didn't take you on the trip because I had to put my pack cover on due to sprinkling. Still kind of is a little bit. Anyways, there's a pretty significant climb down off of Whiteface, just like all the other places, but once you stop where you put the pack covers on, if you can find it, from there to the shelter is a fun open hardwoods trip. Oh man, stretch the legs out, giddy up and run. It was really great. So this place is pretty cool. Picnic table, the shelter is real nice. Got here, there was a chipmunk, and I think we found a couple of places to hang up some hammocks. Home for the night, folks. Cheesy ramen with some additional green beans and broccoli from Dutch at Make Your Gear, and I put in 2 ounces of summer sausage cubed up. John tried it, and John says
It's 2 thumbs up.
all we can see is your light.
What's that? Oh. It's 2 thumbs up. It's 2 thumbs up.
Good morning, America. Memorial Day 2016. Time to get up, get going, pack up. Vehicle shuttle day. Recon hits the road, Jack. I got about another 29 miles to walk. Kind of pitter-pattered, spatter-mattered rain all night long. It's out like a light. Woke up one time, thought that there was a Bigfoot or something roaming around, but I slept through it. Rolled over and went back to bed.
We both had connecting flights at the same time in Fort Lauderdale. So we were going to meet in Fort Lauderdale, then we were taking the same flight from Fort Lauderdale to Costa Rica. My flight leaves, it's like super early. And this was right at like the peak of like all the extra security at the airports.
First step's a doozy. I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like from the top. So this is what my camp looked like from down below. Here's Recon's rig, an Arrowhead equipment tarp with a bzzz Wasp continuous ridgeline. Whoopie hook suspension from Dutch. Doug netless with a Franke. Hammock gear under quilt. And a sleeping bag, down sleeping bag for a top quilt. His is like the potpourri. Little Dutch, little Arrowhead, little Paul, little Adam, Jenny. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday. Had a great time. Gonna really miss Recon's company, humor and whatnot at camp. Had an absolute blast. Definitely go hiking with him again. Bring a spare toothbrush though, because I'll tell you, it gets a little disturbing watching him 2 times a day brush his teeth with his finger. Oh. I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna lie to you, we're just going the wrong way. Home is this way. Oh. Walking on the long trail. You got nothing to do, join along. There's where we came from. This is where we're going. Just crossed a pretty wide creek. Slipped on a rock on my right foot. Right sock is wet. Clean water though, no mud. Ooh. I tell you, it's nice to have that humidity knocked out of the air. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, the humidity, it was just oppressive. Over 80, 90%. It was hot. This is a nice, cool walk. 'Woo! That's the Meckledge. When you're walking north and you cross the bridge, once you check it out, give them a whoo, and then almost fall in the water when you touch the railing. Are you going to turn left or are you going to turn right?
If you want to continue walking north, you're going to turn right.
All right. You heard the man. Walk right. You need firewood. Get your firewood. Eight o'clock. Ooh, 8 o'clock, and I had some kind of big critter biting me. This hole, maybe we were, I don't know, a mile in the woods. Maybe not even quite a mile, but the rest has been just a road walk. Plenty to see. All right. When you're walking on this little walkway area, rail trail, I guess they call it, if you walk all the way past this big meadow, you done walked too far. You made the mistake I made. You made the mistake Recon made. I guess halfway in this big open meadow, there's a right-hand turn, Clyde. Oh, I see a post. See it? What? You looked at it? You looked at it? Come on, man.
How did I miss that? I don't know.
You looked at it?
I looked at it.
You looked at it.
I looked right at it, right at that sign,
right
that sign
at it.
with that eye.
So it's 8:21 on Memorial Day. and we're passing by a cemetery with a whole lot, many red, white, and blue tributes. The sun is out, it's 12:15. My socks are dry, my shoes are dry, I'm feeling good. Let's see what the next few days bring us. So the rest of this afternoon is only going to involve a 4-mile hike, 3.9 miles. John and I got all the car shuttling done, and now John's heading home to his 2 daughters, his son, and his lovely wife back in New Jersey. I'm going on a few more days. Ooh, look at a little weeble wobble. Oh wow. Prospect Rock. If that was in the shade, I'd have probably stayed there for a little bit. It's in the sun, and I'm pretty sweaty and hot. When we did the resupply and the car shuffle, I went for a little bit bigger Gatorade bottles. So I normally carry the 20-ounce Gatorade bottle, and I happened to grab 2 of the 28-ounce bottles just to drink, and made the decision to try carrying those. So it's an extra 8 ounces on each side, so 16 more ounces of water. So I almost increased my water carrying capacity by 1/3, a little less. We'll see how it goes. It is warm this afternoon, 1:52. So I've been on the trail an hour and a little over, I guess, a little over an hour and 30 minutes. I believe I'm heading towards the shelter, round top shelter. It's a hot one. Ah, very cool. Check this out. Skylights and everything, guys. Wow. Well, after over 200 miles, I finally saw some big game. I saw my first white-tailed deer on the trail. I went down to the hand pump to get water, and it must be that obviously it's pretty dry up here because they've got a well and a hand pump, but I'm assuming the deer was drinking from a little bit of a puddle that was just down from the hand pump, and it bounded off. So if you come up to Round Top, be kind of quiet heading down in there and pay attention, and as you get close to the hand pump you may see a white-tailed deer. That's all. Picked up a sub. Half for lunch and half for dinner. Alright, it's 3:12. Decision's been made. We're walking on. It's up to a 5.5 hour trip to Corliss Camp. And that's where we're going. It's cooled down a little bit. The breeze has kicked up, so should be there about 8 o'clock if everything goes well. I'm right in the production factory of some good old Vermont pure maple syrup. All this tubing is vacuum lines to collect sap each and every spring. You used to have to go tree by tree and empty the buckets, but technology has made it much better. It's kind of neat to walk through that. Maple syruping is such a big part of Vermont. Sugaring, as they call it, sugaring. Sugar season. Pretty cool. We've been 6.6 miles since 12:15, and that was with a break. Looks like we're going right. Do you hear that? Very quiet. 6 o'clock. Still climbing. We're at 2427, 2,427 feet elevation. At Round Top Shelter, I recalibrated, so it should be pretty accurate. It's a great watch. For $45, you can go over to my website, backpackingadventures.net, and there's a gear tab, sub-tab gear I use. It's a German Lad weather watch. 45 bucks. I think we're getting close to Laraway Lookout. That's bigger than a pebble. What size is that sucker? Big, big, big. I'm sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. The north side of Laraway is muddy. Muddy, 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 muddy. Muddy, muddy, muddy. It's 7:45, still working towards Corliss camp. I'm gonna go one more hour till 8:45. Then I'll have to stop and break out the old TH10 through night headlamp. I'm still on my first battery. On the TH10, I've had 2 bits of night hiking, one pretty long, and we used it as a light at camp last night. I'm impressed. Hey Kellen, do you think there's some dinosaurs out there with all those ferns? Corliss camp. Here we are. Right up here on the right. It looks like I might have it to myself. It's a good looking shelter. It's 8:18. I've been here about 4 or 5 minutes. Had to go tinkle. And I found a place to set up my hammock. And I just hit the the messenger to say, made it to camp, good day on the trail, life is good. I really appreciate everybody kind of sticking around and watching these videos and being so nice and supportive. It's when you're out walking, especially when you're walking alone, stuff plays in your mind, and I think about a lot of the comments and what a great group of people the community is. So from the bottom of my heart, folks, thanks so much.